What's going on, guys? It's Tremaine here, the most disciplined day trader on YouTube. Here's a trade just recently from lunch. I'm going to speed this footage up in a little bit. Okay, this is a voiceover. Looking for higher prices. You can see earlier in the morning session, trash morning, I did take 2 losses, and I really want to emphasize the point of risk management and recouping previous losses without having to over leverage. So I'm using a fair value gap entry. We have a lot of buy side. We're in the lunch window from 11:30 to 1:30. Okay, lunch is a 2-hour window. So we're inside of that right now, and we have a lot of buy side that needs to be run on, and we're also inside of that macro. So I'm expecting price to start spooling. You can see the footage is sped up now. Looking for those buy side liquidity pools. We've already done a lot of damage on sell side, traded into previous day's high, so I'm expecting a run on buy side during lunch. It's a classic function. But I want you to notice my stop loss. So right now I opened the trade up with less than $800 risk, which is less than 1%. Just for reference, my account size is sitting at around 130,000, and that's not trying to brag or boast or anything, but for the sake of teaching, my account size is around 130,000, and I'm only risking $780 on this trade, so very minimal in relative to the account balance. And my first 2 trades I took in the morning that were losses, those were both 2 contracts. My first loss was a short with 2 contracts, got stopped out. Second trade was a short with 2 contracts, then I pyramided one more, and that got stopped out as well. So my biggest loss this morning was the second trade, and it was like $1,200. It wasn't anything too crazy, and that was really due to slippage. So never risk more than $1,200, which is still less than 1%. Okay, 1% of my account is around $1,300, and I say that extensively because I want you to notice how I'm able to recoup 2 losses with 1 trade without over leveraging, without gambling. Okay, so we'll take a look at it. Nasdaq has traded down into the fair value gap. Great entry, pretty much no drawdown, and I have my eyes set on the relative equal highs. That falling around 11 a.m. and then that high around 11:30 or so. So right there, we just tagged it. I like the displacement, like the speed. Now this right here is a mitigation block. The low, I had that sell side annotated. So that sell side that was taken, that low, then we rally up forming a high. Then we make a higher low. That's a mitigation block. I'm buying 2 more contracts at the high end of that mitigation block. So I'm pyramiding. Now, notice my stop loss. I'm still risking less than 1%, but I'm going to trail that up. Okay, whenever I pyramid, I always look to trail my stop loss up so I can buy more, add more, but I'm not incurring more risk, essentially. So just labeled the mitigation block, and I'm looking to add more. So there we go, adding more. So now I'm long 6 contracts and trail my stop loss up. And look what I'm risking, $1,000, less than 1%. I started the position out with 3 contracts, and I doubled that. But yet my risk only went up about $200. I opened the trade with around $800 risk. And you can see the P&L. Just for reference, the morning session, I finished in the red. I was down $2,400, okay? So in order to finish the day break even, I have to make at least $2,400, and then anything above that is just extra. Nice displacement out of the mitigation block. The closing price to the high of that mitigation block is your most sensitive price point for mitigation. So that's what my 2 long entries were based off of. Buy side liquidity, that first buy side liquidity pool is in the crosshairs. I'm running some quadrants for pyramiding, making sure I'm buying in a discount. Beautiful displacement. Now I can close it right here and recoup our loss in the morning. I'm up right here, $2,500. Okay, I say this all the time. If you took losses earlier in the day, earlier in the session, you don't have to hold for the buy side or whatever target it is that you're looking for. You can close right here, finish the day break even, or maybe like a couple $100 in profit, and then be done. And that's something I used to do very often to recoup previous losses. I see people on Twitter saying all the time, man, like you're good at recouping losses. You're always recouping losses. It starts with just closing your trade and finishing the day break even, do that month after month. So I wasn't paying attention on the screen. I didn't realize it hit that first buy side. So there's a partial. Taking 2 off just to recoup some of what I lost in the morning. But you always want to focus on recouping what you lost first. And then you can worry about maximizing profits after you recoup what you lost. Keep drawdown minimal. That's the goal. So I'm going to do something advanced here. I've already taken a partial, but I'm going to buy more. I rarely do this. I rarely continue to pyramid after taking a partial. But for one, I'm really confident in that buy side as a draw. But I want you to notice my stop loss is at break even. I'm not risking anything. I'm going to buy more contracts, but my stop loss is still at break even. This is why I added more. So again, I rarely do this. I rarely pyramid after a partial, but I'm only doing it in this case because buying more contracts will not open me up to more risk. And you're going to see that here. So notice my stop. I'm watching the fair value gap. This is the one I want to see offer support. We have 2 fair value gaps stacked on top of each other. I'm watching this upper one. I want to see that offer support. And I'm buying. So right there, I'm outlining it so everybody can see it. Right there, I'm buying 2 more. And where's my stop? Break even. So even though I paid myself, I don't run the risk of giving back the partial that I just gave. Okay, so I booked 2 contracts, made a little bit of money. If price were to come back to my stop, it's all good. Even though I bought 2 more, my stop is still at break even. So I'm just trying to build up the P&L larger and larger so that should we run the buy side resting around 26,090 or whatever, the P&L will be a lot larger. So a little bit advanced as far as pyramiding, taking partials, buying more, but this is just stop loss management, keeping risk off the table, but still trying to maximize profit. All right, locking in about $1,000 here. I'm actually checking my TradeStation app, and instead of being down $2,400 on the day, I'm now down around $1,100. With the help of my partials, it trimmed that down a little bit, so I'm trailing my stop loss up so I can lock in that extra 1,000. So should it come to my stop, worst case scenario, I finish break even, and then I could either look for something else later in the day or just accept the break even day, show it tomorrow after Fed chair does his stuff. We have federal funds rate tomorrow, so I'm really not expecting the cleanest price action until Thursday and Friday once that Fed chair is behind us. But let me know in the comments how y'all been doing. I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. Really just been focused on Discord and chilling with the community, pushing out some content for them. I got a new microphone. Let me know if you can tell the difference in the audio. We had a live stream this morning in Discord. They said the audio was great. It was crisp. So let me know if there's a difference. How's it sounding? But if you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, preferably Twitter because I feel like I'm more active on Twitter. If you want to keep up with me kind of day to day, highly recommend following me on Twitter, Tremaine Trades. Link in the description, in the link below in the description. I share my losses, my wins, and just random tweets throughout the day. So if you're only following me on YouTube, then you're really only hearing from me a couple of times a week. Twitter and Instagram, I'm on there almost every day. So just throwing that out there. So I'm taking partials all above this high, above the buy side. So I'm just scaling out. And I'm going to look to take some more off. I just want to make sure all of my partials are above that buy side liquidity pool I shaded in gray. So now out of my, what was I long? 6 contracts. Now I'm only long 2. Majority scaled out. Previous loss from the morning, 2 losses have been recouped. Far from perfect this morning. I took 2 losses, and all it takes is 1 trade with the help of pyramiding, sound money management, and there it is. It's almost like the losses never happened. And there you go. Stopped out on the last 2 contracts, and I'm just including the screenshot so you can see NASDAQ did rally up there pretty aggressively. And here you can see the final P&L. 1 for 3 on the day, but up almost $1,300. Not bad. That's what risk management can get you. So hopefully you found this insightful. This was fun. Discord members, I'll see you in the live stream Thursday morning at 9:15. YouTube community, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. All right. Peace.